So this is a game played between two players. I'll mention the names here because I can't really pronounce the names correctly. I don't know if I'll like mess it up. But anyways, they played in Amsterdam 1972, and this game black actually agreed to a draw, but this position is winning for black. The way to know it is the king can only get to this pawn by going through here, and this king is already very close to this pawn. So the way to do this is using this king to block this king from getting close to the pawn. So we play this move, and we also avoid a check which will come here. If the pawn is pushed here, we just avoid that check by going here directly. And now if the king tries to go towards that pawn, we play this move, and now the king doesn't have any way to get close to the pawn, and then we just keep pushing and win the game. So after this, after king goes here, we push, 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 push. Now we go king c5, he pushes, we go here, and after this, if king goes here, we push, and if push, we promote with check. And so yeah, if even if the pawn is promoted, we promote with check. So we promote with check, and anywhere the king goes, if the king goes here, we just win the queen, and if the king goes here, this is checkmate, and if the queen blocks, then we just take the queen. And so that's why king b4 doesn't work in this position. And now let's look at b4. So after b4, after the king goes here, after b4 we push king, bishop b5, we push b6. Now we go here to not let the pawn promote here, go push to not let the pawn get forward, go ahead, and now the king has to kind of support the pawn, and we have kind of got the king to this square. Now we push and promotes to a queen, then we promote with check. And this is the same thing that I showed earlier, where the king doesn't have any way to save itself. If the king goes here, we just win the queen, and any other way it's just checkmated a few moves. And in this position, in this kind of game, we figured out that we had to kind of lure the king. Where is this pawn? We're kind of luring the king to a square where on promotion it will be a check. So any of these squares in this diagonal would be like the square where it would be a check when black promotes, like this also. And yeah, that's the point for this one, where we go to the center. We are kind of getting the king here to blocking the king by playing this. But after that, since the pawn, we are also getting away from this check that will come up. If we had allowed this check, then we had to go here, and if we go here, then this king can come in, right? And so that's why we have to go here, and then same thing, but the pawn is a bit too late to promote and give a check. And yeah, that's why we had to play this move first, and that's the way black would have won the game, which was played in 1972. And so yeah, thanks for watching.